Move along, citizen.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
Is there anything that can't be found here?
My Lady Coriana won't eat. She won't sleep. All on account of a poor, sick Malian. Woe on House Anwan. The healers say bad blood, but my lady swears it's poison. He sleeps and sleeps, but he's never any better. Well, it's hard to say. The healers are no use. You could go to her yourself and ask. No harm in that. You'll find my lady in the house, by poor Malian's side, most likely. The young master's sickness, yes. He's the last one living, what with the others dead in the war. My poor lady. What grief she's Her son Malian is all that's left to her, and the only seed of House Anwan. Oh, my masters aren't like some up spire top. Just one. There are but 2 left of Anwan blood. One soon enough if young Master Malian does not mend. Poor boy, he sleeps and tosses and turns. From the things he says under his breath, his dreams must be ghastly things. Here, in House Anwan. She spends most... Do help my lady if you can.
Last week, the Wyvern gift girl snuck down to the Seafoam Tavern. Oh, the storm.
My son Malian is gravely ill. The healers say his blood is diseased, but I am sure it must be poison. If I were younger, I'd go and find the Lepidus myself and prove them wrong. The healers name it as an affliction of the blood, but Anwan blood has bent beneath no malady in generations. No, Malian was poisoned, I am sure. Our line is ancient. However, if my son Malian is not cured, we shall wither, and the weeds of Wyvern Gif grasp ever higher. His father died in the Battle of Galliffer Plain, his sisters in Cluricon. He is all I have left, and he is slipping away from me. The Wyverns were of respected and decent lineage, though their wealth was not great. Then the merchants Gif bought House Wyvern, much to our surprise. They have mixed sea wash with fine wine. It was early in the war, and until that time we had known only defeat. The day was won, and my husband lost. Bring my son this wild plant, and I will see you richly rewarded. This, of course not. But my family legacy says it will, and I have no wish to watch my son die while there is still a chance for hope. There's only one place that I know of, the Acathan wetlands. You must search for it there. You will know Lepidus by the shape of its blue flower. It is an herb with natural properties. It is not strictly alchemy, and it does... However, it can relieve the symptoms for a time. Malian will still need an antidote before he is fully well. Be wary. I have sent servants before you who did not return.
Oh, goodness.
Captain Citizen, a slaver and murderer.
You are of our kind, but not of Rathir, no. For you've been very long away. I am Elund Karth. You are welcome here in Rathir. They have delved earthward where we have lifted high. They think no one watches them because they are thus sheltered. The deeper they dig, the higher we will rise. I am the Elund, Morphan Karth, and the voice of the Orbicant. Within this city, my word is law. The city of walls is lost to us, and we can afford no more troops for them. Better to muster our forces to counterattack after its fall. Those who watch and govern Rathir, they sit in secret council. Even their names are unknown, and are thus above corruption and idolatry. Only I am known, the Elund, their voice. Rathir has taken in half of Mel Senshia's population as refugees from the war. Orphans fill our poorhouses. They've never seen their parents' city and never will. I realize they long for their home, but they need to accept a painful fact. Rathir is their only home now. Mel Senshia is no more. Do not speak to me of the war. I am the voice of Rathir, not a general or a fate weaver, nor Lyria herself, who alone controls the outcome.
This here's the Obercont.
Oh, excuse me.
Hello.
Did my parents send you? Are you some sort of new instructor? You're not an instructor? I thought they might have sent another. They've had Majessa here for almost a year now. She does always get me to attend to her lessons somehow, though I'm not sure how she does it. What is this? Have my parents seen this? Oh, Lunala's starry smile! Yes, yes, and yes! To Chloricon! Think of it! They won't like it when they hear, but what can they do? Buy me out of it? No, not this time. Thank you, stranger. Thank you! I know what they want. They want to marry me to some snotty, spoiled son of another great house. Then I can become Maewyn Wyvern Gif Fiddlestuffs. Imagine, right in the thick of the war, and me with a sylvan spear, facing red-eyed howling Tuatha. And life beyond the spire. I suppose it's nice enough, but then I wouldn't know. I have nothing to compare it to. I don't know which is worse, the snotty wyverns or the foolish fawning gifts.
City what Captain Talibor?
Do you seek fate weaving? See Priestess Saranan. Sisters and Brothers of Lyria, that is how we are called.
Sisters and Brothers of Lyria. That is how we are called.
You won't find any door into the Orbicon. Even that is mystery.
Hey, you there! Halt! Don't let...
A stroll up here always calms my spirits. Keep the peace. You there! Halt! Don't let me...
Hello. Welcome to our temple. I am a daughter of Lyria, one of many sons and daughters who have devoted themselves here. My station is to look after the relics sacred to our order. Sadly, many of the relics we once had are now lost. It was long ago. I don't know very much about it. There were the plague times, and then the burning, and then they were over. The second burning came when the Tuatha broke through our defenses. They set our southern keys on fire. I remember it. I watched from here. The goddess of magic, fate, mysteries. We believe that order and chaos are how others want the world to be. But Lyria is concerned with what is, and what can truly change it. True wisdom is knowing the one and grasping the other. All are welcome here to pray, to reflect and find peace. If you seek fate weaving or the orison, you should speak with the High Priestess. It has left so many scars on our city, our souls, and the land beyond. Nor has it stopped taking life. Priestess Saranen oversees the temple. Though her station is high, she is gracious and open to all who visit. She will weave your fate if you ask, or lead you on the sacred ritual we call the orison. You should speak with her if you wish to know more. When the war first came, we sent one out to every stronghold keep. This served two purposes. It brought faith and strength to our soldiers there, and if Rathir fell, some relics might still remain. We have announced a gold reward for their return, but sadly, none have yet come back. Please do. There are at least 6 that I know of, sent to the major strongholds of the plains of Erethel. Bring any you find to me. Lyria rewards those in her favor. The great Alfar strongholds of Erethel are Dolve Arn, Verki, Rithen, Candrian, Dolve Whale, and Corgan Hold. You did! This is wonderful! May the fortunes of Lyria be upon you. They were primarily sent to the stronghold. So long.
Yeah? What are you doing here? I don't suppose you're becoming a child of Lyria. They break away from all the rules, the trappings, and be themselves. I remember that was why I first joined. I've taken orders before, but a commander ought to at least look a soldier in the eye when telling them what to do. But the Hierophant doesn't do that. The orders just come in secret and no one takes responsibility for them. A damn fool idea, if you ask me. I spent my life growing up in the upper city of Rathir, so you might not understand, but I love that camp. There's always colors and dancing and music. I feel free there. It's hard to be apart from it. Stupid Irian. I'm not the queen of anything now, and I'm not keen to do any talking. The damned fool, all the work I do for him in camp, all the sacrifices I've made to be with him, he's ignored it all. He made a little mistake, but that's the last one. I won't wait around until he forgets me entirely. By Lyria, you think you might want to speak a little more quietly? I don't need anyone here getting wise to me. And let me guess, you're a traveler and you've been called to seal the cowl of the maiden. Well, I beat you to it. Cowl's mine. I guess you're right. Irian has a flair for the melodramatic, sure, but I know he's taken my loss hard. It seems I can't get away from the travelers. They really are my life. Fine, take the cowl. I'm headed back to Moon Camp. Dismissed.
brings you to this sacred place? For prayer? For the weaving of your fate? Or for the orison? Where were you raised, child, that you do not know this? It is 3 tasks, performed in devotion to Lyria by any who desire her blessing. Sojourn, service, and giving. They wind from outward to inward, and from the depths of our history to this very moment. It is no idle turn of phrase. Though you gave of yourself to earn it, your gain will be greater than the sacrifice. You began when you entered this temple. The first task is the sojourn. Have this. It is an amphora. With it, travel to the 3 springs blessed by Priestess Tyrin on her sojourn from the north. Fill the amphora with some of each spring. 1 is just outside Rathir, a 2nd in Lower Galafor, the 3rd is in Snowmelt Pass. It was High Priestess Tyrin who led our people from Glen Sutton. It was she who found Rathir. It was she who sheltered and guided us, who made us who we are. Bring the amphora I gave you to each of the 3 There is something peculiar about you. I had heard rumors, but never thought... Well, it is good to meet you. You have drawn Lyria's attention. May I look into your cards? It is said that our goddess is the goddess of magic, but by so being, she is goddess of the heart of things, of mystery, and the true weaver of fate. This temple was founded by Beala Tyrin herself, mother and prophetess of our people. When you are done, return to me.
Hello. Welcome to our temple. So long.
Guards! Guards!
Here's the
You there! Halt! Don't...
City Watch. Be on your way.
Good evening, my lord.
Hello. I am the governess of Miss Wyvern Giff. It is... I will confess, there are days I yearn for a more... eager pupil. I do not blame her. Were her parents more persuasive themselves, such willfulness would have been smothered long ago. A topic that interests you? Would you like to learn some of the art? I am confident a small lesson would be permitted by the house. We are a people of subtle speech and hidden hands. All around us is great beauty, yes, but what does it hide? So long.
The army keeps lord in the burn. Wouldn't want to be caught cutting purses there.
Obercart Hall.
Welcome. Before you lies the Scholia Arcana. All are welcome upon our grounds, though we ask you do... Did you know this spire rock was first settled by... Only when Jotun marauders threatened the Twilly Bluffs did the rest seek safer refuge here. 600 years of magical scholarship and training. Nor did our history prevent us from accept every mortal who shows promise in the art is welcome among us. Of course, the Almain and Varani, of course. It was... And still, no one knows what kindled this sleeping talent in their breasts.
evening. Idris the Onin has been managing the Scholia Arcana libraries for centuries.
Welcome.
You there! Halt! Don't let...
Good evening.
You there! Halt! Don't...
Oh, such a state.
Move along, citizen!
Ah, you have returned. Then your 7th labor awaits. Together, the items you collected comprise the Amrinthian Band, the crown of Kandrian kings. Your 7th labor is to reconstruct this crown. It is an ancient crown for ancient kings. That is all I will say on the matter. There is only one place where the Amrinthian Band may be reconstructed. On a rock. Find a Fey sagecrafter named Hendy and tell her I sent you. She will assist you in restoring the Amrinthian band. Farewell.
It's not often I get visitors here in Anorak. What is your business? Indeed. I can feel the power emanating from the items you bear. Give me a moment, and I will reconstruct the band. There you are. Take it, with my blessings. Durfal is a very old friend of mine. It's nice to finally get some news of him. Nothing too interesting. Just a lonely sage crafter. I can help you with your gems if you wish.
Hello there. The Amrinthian band. Alas, I would dearly love to dive into a lecture regarding this crown's rich and sordid history, but there is no time. You see, a man named Kurig Shasta has tracked you here. He and his band of mercenaries await outside, keen on shedding my blood. I have to confess, these labors you've done for me have been for a single cause. I have been waiting for the day when I could meet Kurig once again. I sent you on labors to arm myself for this fight. They followed you to me just as I hoped they would, and now I need your help to fight them off. He is the man who murdered my wife, Jera. when Matix Dace had hired him to kill me. Kurig had wanted to take my life for a long time, and now he has more reason to. He wants the truth of Jera's death to die with me. Excellent. I will proceed outside. You should shortly follow. They will undoubtedly be caught off guard, so mesmerized by my biting tongue. Together we should be able to kill these fools. Farewell. There is no reasoning with Kurig Shasta. We must kill him. Never mind. It always comes to bloodshed. Kurig Shasta had a contract out on my life the last 15 years. I'm glad the bastard's finally dead. I can finally begin to travel as I come upon my remaining days. Return to my home and you will find a secret door in the fireplace which leads to my treasure room. All of the treasure there now belongs to you. You've stolen the items, and my fair maiden's heart back as well. For saving my marriage, take this ring. My vows, with these, you take another step closer to becoming a master. That said, there is another job at hand. The amulet is in Rithen. The Hierophant seems to hold it in some specials. You were specifically requested to perform it, along with a traveler of Moon Camp named Phasma Hume. Yes, the Hierophant was adamant that you and Phasma, but Phasma is no faithful. Why would we support a blasphemer? With the light of love ablaze in my heart once more, I can call myself the King of Cups with pride. Hierophant, keep me. Bless the Hierophant. Bless our guide. He came to our number recently, and his lack of respect is contemptible. The Hierophant gave him an opportunity. Hopefully, he learns the error of his ways. Go and pray before the Hierophant. There you will find your next good luck. To you.
Fancy you.
Well, my industrious little cloth farm. That's good. Here's some gold for your trouble. He's a different man with Mare at his side. And we're a different... It's good to see him happy again. I'm happy that Mare returned. I only hope she learns to love the camp the way Irion. Pleasant journeys.
What's needed?
Would you care to sell? Sorry, I mean buy. Would you care to buy some? Come again. Need to do any trade? I thank the gods Mare came back. Come again. You have come. Good. Now that you are ready to continue, I know what must be done. You and Phasma Hume are to steal the amulet of Rithen. The unbeliever has been attentive for once. He is eager to prove himself, so he will help you on this mission. The amulet is the object I want you to steal. That is the only information. Rithen is a labyrinth of curious make. You will work with another Phasma does not take his worship of the Hierophant to Heartshade. He will learn the need for respect during this job.
What is it? So you got all that right? The Hierophant is sending us to Rithen. I always took the Hierophant for a horned beast, telling thieves what to steal, telling the free to worship. Some leader. I came here looking to get away from orders, but it seems you travellers follow commands like everyone else. I left a life of luxury behind to become one of the travellers of legend, like Spinning Tom or even Mare and Irion in the old days. I left the law and rules and trappings when I joined up, only to be saddled with a new seer. More like a new overseer. Right, here I am, jabbering like a thrice. You go to Rithen by the main entrance. I'll take another path, and I'll meet you in there. Heard about that, did you? It seems it was... Ain't ashamed to say I figured our guy to be nothing but a barrel-gated loggerhead. But maybe they'll do... Wretched sod. Even with his lover here, he cares more for dances and plays than thievery. Mare's got the skill of a master thief, anyone can see that. If only she... Now that she's back with a piss-poor husband, I guess she'll be the same as she ever was. Place is ghostly, dankish and strange. All if Tywilly was scarred by the war. Let's move.
Have you heard? No vagrants, no beggars.
How goes the work? The monsters are very well. Just let me... Would you like to continue helping me? I have refreshed your vials. Remember, they will change color after... There are monsters. Feel free to go where you... Well... Perhaps we'll speak.
Not a stain anywhere, do you understand? The locksmith Pledgeshield Fennin, you say? Stole my key, had it copied, handed it to the enemy? We must confront her at once. Ori! Henry! Seize her! Pledgeshield Fennin's in the cells now. Go see if she'll talk. We've got to get to the bottom of this. Hardly fair to hold her accountable when my own key was stolen. Best to forgive and forget all around, I think. What concerns me is whether anything else was stolen. It's not as if I've got an inventory of what's down there. I ought to have worn the damned thing around my neck, or stationed guards outside my quarters. I think she will tell us what she knows.
Shield, brother?
She went willingly enough. Strange that. They never doubted Gwyn. I suppose the Castellan just wanted someone to blame. And there she was. Of all the damn pledge shields. Older, uglier, and luckier than you. Ah, listen to me. I'm just... green with envy, that's all. Aye.
There she is. Right there. If you've got something broken, Bori will fix it up. Don't know how she came to this. Right then.
I'll confess. I'm ready. I know I can never make amends for the deaths I've caused. But I will try. I stole the key and had it copied. I gave it to... He swore he worked for the Alfar army, that this could end the war. I knew they were stealing powerful things from that vault. But he said the Warsworn were refusing to use them in the war against the Fae, so we could keep getting paid to fight. A man named Elben Merok. I knew him from... that does not matter. He said he's a soldier in Tawili, though we always met pretty far south of the barracks, near the way into the marsh. I knew Elben from a time before the Warsworn, but he kept at it, telling lies, offering hope for an end to the war that is... That's what the mages in Brigand Hall called themselves? I've never heard the word before. Grian was a mentor. He was my champion, and my sister, my brother, all fought and died in Chloricon. I thought what I did would help end it, not let slip Niskaru and Dalantarth. Oh, what have I done? Stealing the key was the hardest. Once the original was returned and I had the copy, there was nothing to it. In the army, as I said. The only place I've ever seen him is with his friends, where to...
Those pledge shields arrive. Get trained and head on.
Given this turn of events, you are to find this Merrock. I have other work for Gwyn. Meet her in Rathir when you're done. First, I will have her tend to that After that, these mages call themselves Farlungi, right? Follow the trail, Warsworn. Someone go as far as you can to find them. Then meet up with Gwyn in Rathir. Did you see the look on her face when we seized her? Hard to tell if it was more fear or relief for the army. Help with the war. My gods!
Wish me luck on the field of battle.
A drink? A plate of roast?
Every notice delivered? Good. Then here's your pay.
Damn this siege.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
So many of our young men and women.
Fetch this!
You do have it. Quickly, take it to Malian, and do not delay.
It's a nightmare, it is.
Oh, I've been having such awful dreams. Insects crawling, dark things closing in. How long has it been? Feels like days. Days? Has it really? That does explain my back. And my head. Poison? Ah, I remember. A bottle of rather good wine. Where is it now? It seems to have rolled under the bed. No one... Mother must have been so worried. Did I just... After my sisters died in Cluracan, I wasn't allowed to even train for fighting. All Anwan's posterity hangs upon me. I understand that. Both Cassin and Willa were much older, and I remember them as tall and fearsome and fair. They have been dead for more of my life than alive. I feel so foolish now. A gift... Forgive me. Still a bit foggy, I'm afraid. I recall Onfei bringing in the wine, our oldest house servant. She's as do send for Mother if you would.
It was that gift of wine that did it? Well now, let me think. A servant. I didn't know him, and he didn't say precise. My goodly masters ever since I was a slip of a girl. Anwan blood is old and not a bit diluted, unlike some houses upon the spire. What a fright it was, the young master be...
He has wakened? Thank Lyria. Here is... The poison came in a gift of wine. Show it to Apothecary Rawani, down in the Praderi. Thanks to you, Malian will...
House Anwan would look down on any...
Ah, another sightseer.
The amphora is full? So you have seen what Bayala saw, and walked where she walked. Now, from the frozen north, she led our forebears across the plains to Snowmelt Pass. There she promised all a place. At Snowmelt Spring, above the sea, they turned to see the far-off shores they had left behind, and all was sore of heart. Bayala consoled them then. "Forget what you left behind," she said. "We go to a new home, where each shall have a place." And then they came to the pools of Gallivore Plain, where she taught that Lyria's grace is like the waters all around. There a line formed to drink and bathe, and those at the back of the line bickered with those in the front. Bayala grew angry. She spoke to her children, saying that as this spring flows, so do Lyria's blessings, to all and wide, and without preference. From there, they continued east until they stood upon the bluffs and saw this spire. There, Tyrion taught us of the 3 gifts. Every Rathiri child knows the 3 gifts, learns them by heart. They are shelter, blessing, and hope. All who dwell in Lyria's city shall find shelter. All may come to this temple for blessing and orison, and for all, the hope of a better day. Now you know what you need to know. You are ready for the second task. It is service. Each seeking the orison must serve Lyria among her people. For you, there is a man named Nur in the lower tunnels. Day and night he profanes the name of Lyria with falsehoods. Discredit his words before the ears of my children. Drive him away from there. To do this, you must rely on the teachings of the Sojourn. Shall I repeat them for you now? Good. Go then, and do Lyria's work. Yes, go to where he preaches lies, and I think the lessons of the Sojourn will help you in this. Good. Go then. And do Lyria's work. If you fail at first, persist.
May your fate be blessed. I miss the sunlight.
Oh, thought you were the watch.
And what is this? One of the blessed? Tell me, top dweller, can you tell me truthfully that Lyria does not love you more than she loves us? Why else would she put the fortunate upon the spire with her temple and cast us down here in the dark? What chains? I'm here of my own free will to teach. I mean, ill fate and poverty has driven me here. You twist my words, villain! If you're so clever, then tell me, are we not fated? Did Lyria not place us down here by design? What do I? Why, you thick-skulled Uruk, you petty snot-nosed. Look at what they do. They trick you, they... Forgive me, my friends. But you do not deny it, then? You admit that Lyria gave us our lot, gave us nothing but these dank caves and a few meager coins? How dare you? What? Don't you laugh at me! After all, I mean, friends, I speak hastily. This devil has tangled my words. Wipe those smirks off your faces. I see them. I tell you truths, and you smirk. You laugh at me. Fine. Stay the sheep you are. Stay in your pen. You are caged sheep. Keep to your pens. I have nothing to say to you. A pox on that name. A pox on fate. I still say it's a lie, and you are a liar's faithful dog. How do you like that? These fools have chosen their lot. They will cower here their mewling lives.
Better the wending than chloroform.
Them orphans and rag pickers.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
Ruwani, apothecary, alchemist, importer, and cultivator at your service. An alarming question. Allow me. Yes, it is surely royal wince. Few possess such a compound. I am one. Lyria! What is more, I sold a phial of it recently to a servant of old Einar Abagast. This is terrible. I will send an antidote at once, but someone must do something. Go to the city watch. Speak with Fabian Tiern at Rathir's city guards. Haven't you seen them? Leave my store and head left through the Pederi. I knew his face because he has come to me for various other alchemical items over the years. And I've seen him once exiting Arbogast's door. If you think yourself a bit of an amateur, I'm happy to sell you anything you require, and the famous hermit of the Keys. Though his merchant business thrives, it is said he has not left his home in years. I've always found the mystery of herbs and fungi far more fascinating than anything else. As soon as I was old enough, I was apprenticed to the great Rilf Janik. He was the great alchemist of the plains of Erethel. Quite eccentric, but brilliant. His daughters in Emer took after him, and people think I'm weird. Were you aware that 37 varieties of vine, flower, and tree can be found here? Discounting, of course, the lunar gardens. Have you been? The true marvel of our city, if you ask me. The compound is extremely rare, as it comes in far smaller doses. It is used by North Sea captains who must stand at the wheel for days unsleeping, lest they be sunk by floating ice. Fear not, I will have the antidote sent immediately.
peace!
Curios, talismans, items of power.
That's you there. Halt! Don't let me catch you.
Do you have a crime to report? Or any other matter? Think of the Watch as the right hand of the Orbicont. We keep the prison. To be honest, crimes in Rathir are an occasional drunken brawl among Varani, disputes between merchants, that is all. The council which governs Rathir. No one knows they are cloaked in robes and shadows. But do not concern yourself with that. The Wending, where the poor live, extends into tunnels carved in the rock. Crimes there are hard to police, and thieves and the like will vanish there and re-emerge when we are gone. I can hardly believe the news, but the captain of the Watch is gone. That means I will be captain soon. Poison? I'd heard the boy was ill, but that is a bit far-fetched. I'll send one or two of the Watch. You should... Yes, and by Alfar law, you, the accuser, must be present. We don't take accusations against the great houses lightly. Good then.
Not a gold piece more.
Guards! Guards!
Costs. The artisans.
You there! Halt! Don't...
Keep the peace.
Guards! Guards! You there! Halt! Don't let me...
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
City Watch, move along. Captain Tallybor.
30 then. Do you want to ruin me? See my...
Guards! Guards! You there! Halt! Don't...
Watch maze is just too expensive.
Guards! Guards!
You there! Halt! Don't...
City Watch, move along. Citizen, the army keeps Lord in the burn. Wouldn't want to be caught cutting. This way.
Ah, here they come. He was a good servant. I knew him all his life, and now I have brought that life to a sweet and dutiful end. It was as he wished, though I know you will disbelieve me. I tell you no lies. No, it was not him. He was my disciple, but it was I and I alone who began the work of death. There would have been more death, but no matter. Belen's testament burns bright this day. Why, Belen is the god of death, of endings. His testament is simply that all that live must die. And I am his priest. If Coriana had not slighted my love those years ago, if she had not drowned my green spring in barren snow, her house not flourished while my soul withered, I would never have known the beauty of death, the words of Belen. I resolved my gift would start with her, but now I see my time has come. I welcome Belen's embrace.
You there! Halt! Don't...
So many new faces.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
It is done? Was he... Here, take this, and I must make a confession. I nearly married Einar Abegast many years ago. My parents forbade it. I knew it was wrong, that he didn't deserve to be treated so. The follies of youth. I never dreamed he would grow so bitter and turn to that dark cult. Never. Sometimes I think, if I had married him, I now would be no better than the... And in the years since I broke our vows, I have had my own share of tragedy and loss. Yet I have not let it ruin me. But such is life in House Anwan. Rawani's antidote was true. He will improve. I have lost his father and his sisters to the war, but I shall not lose him.
Oh, excuse me.
The Pryderi is in the lower city.
Pray, all who love Lyria should seek the
And word has come to me of your service. You defended our faith and Rathia's image admirably. You have reached the final task. It is not far off. In fact, it is standing before me at this very moment. It is the giving, and you give it of yourself. When you are ready, tell me so. Do you know, there was a grain of truth and a grain of deceit in his ravings. Lyria does lift some up and cast some down. But a powerful woman may die heartbroken in a ditch, and the humblest sparrow may one day sit upon a throne. The sparrows are rag pickers and dwell in the lowest of the tunnels. Still, Lyria loves them too, perhaps most of all. First, you must choose. Give of yourself the wisdom you have gained, or give a magic gem of the highest water, or give in gold a sum of great worth. Do you understand? Yes, some of your experience offered as a sacrifice to Lyria. This was the original giving, and still that which she loves the most. Gems are pure magic. They are the perfect gift for our goddess. Place an epic gem in this ceremonial figurine to give it for the orison. Does it seem low or petty to you? Magic is the current of power in our world. Gold is a sort of magic in the minds of mortals. Of course, it takes a great deal in Lyria's eyes to equal the worth of the other two. Excellent. Tell me, which do you choose? Then by Lyria's light and Tyrion's teaching, I, priestess of this temple, receive your gift and conclude your orison. You have walked the path of our ancestors, spoken the words of our prophets, and given truly of yourself. Lyria guard you, Lyria guide you, and may her blessing be upon you. You have seen for yourself. Many in Rathir perform the rite. Once, maybe twice in a lifetime. You have done well. Be proud.
May your fate be blessed.
We've expanded the facility. Truly a marvel of modern... Here you go. Take care, my friend. You've expanded. Truly a marvel. Be careful out in the sands.